Here is some proof about how this new method that I have been using works. While people have been trading, taking out meager profits, I'm rocking nearly $1 million in my Phantom wallet. And all I did was use one simple method. Instead of trading, I became a developer. And trust me, it's way easier than you think. Stick around and follow these steps and you can do it yourself.
Okay.
This video is for educational purposes only. I am not a financial advisor. Your capital is still at risk. I'm just here to explain how the process works. I'm glad you guys have stuck around because I am excited to show you this method of making money. But before I get into that, there's just something that I wanted to show you all just so we can get a clear picture of what's going on right now. At the moment, the market's looking pretty good for a lot of these coins. I mean, look at this one here, the egg coin. It's doing pretty well. Look at this upward trajectory. That's great news for the traders, but do you know who it's better news for? It's better news for the developers because, of course, the better the coin does, the better the rug pull. You know, that we've all been there, we've all seen it, and it's going to happen. But let's have a look. So let's take a look at this SIG coin, for example. Again, market's doing really well at the moment. Lots of upward trajectory, but this little segment here, this boost, this is where a lot of money could be made if that developer decides to pull the rug at this point. Now, when you're the developer, it doesn't fully matter how well the coin does so long as it's better than where you started, which is quite easy for a coin, and we'll show you the methods to make that happen. Okay, now the tool we are going to be using is a website where you can make your own coin. Okay, and that tool is called createcoin.fun. Okay, here is the site here. You can launch your own coin with createcoin.fun. And it is dead easy to do it because look here, no coding is required. Now that used to be a big barrier for a lot of people trying to get into this game, but there is no coding required. Alright, I am not a computer whiz and I can do this just fine, so you'll be able to do it too. Okay, this is the tool we are going to use. But before we fully get into that, there's something else I wanted to talk about. Okay, now I'm on Axiom and I'm looking at the pump numbers. Okay, so these are all the coins on pump and there's loads of them. There's hundreds of thousands of them. And what that means is these market caps don't really have much room to grow. You'll get a few outliers, but really, if we switch to our dynamic here, which looks at the Matora data, all right, the Matora coins, look at these market caps, okay? The ones that break through have a much better chance at accelerating. 171k on the Grok coin. That's pretty good. Okay, so when we put our coin onto this market, we're going to have a lot more room to grow, especially with the tools and techniques that we're going to be using to boost our coin up. Okay, now let's flick back to launch your coin. Okay, so as I said, no coding required, but let's connect our wallet. That's the first thing we need to do. We push connect wallet, we hit the Phantom button, and it's really just as easy as that. It's one button push and bam, our wallet is connected. So here's what I got in my wallet at the moment, $129. Okay, I recommend having a roughly $100 in the wallet to get this going. That's approximately what it's going to take to just kick you into gear. Now, traditionally, you would create your own coin here, okay? You would come up with a name, you'd come up with a narrative, you'd do some marketing, but to be honest, that is a lot of hard work, and frankly, I don't have the time or energy to do that. So we're not going to do that. We're going to do something else, something that createcoin.fun offers us, okay? A tool and a technique that we can use. We are going to copy a trending coin. Now, all this does, when I click here, you'll see it will generate a list of coins that are currently hot on the market right now. People are already talking about them. People are already trading these coins. These names are important, okay? And we can look, we can see when the last trade was, and we can just refresh and keep going and see, you know, what coin strikes our fancy. Now, all of these coins are trending, so truthfully, just pick the one that you like the look of. I mean, so let's take a look. I mean, Lady Troll, that seems pretty funny. We can use that one, right? That sounds like a fun little coin to use. And again, just to prove that it can be any coin. All we do is we copy that one, click there. Okay, so we copy the coin. All right, so we're just copying a sec. Bear with. All right, bam. Now the confirmed transaction will come up. It will give you this warning. Okay, the point is you need to proceed anyway and then click confirm afterwards. This is a normal part of the process. You need to tick the box you understand and then continue anyway. Okay, normal part of the process. It's just so we can create the coin here. Now, next step, create that liquidity pool. This is where we're putting our money down. Okay, now the only data you need to change is the amount of SOL. I normally put anywhere between 0.2 and 0.3. I think today I'm going to put in 0.3. That seems like the right thing to do today. Truth be told, 0.2 is fine. You'll be able to do it no issue there. I've done it plenty of times on 0.2. Again, just confirm the transaction as you would any transaction of this sort. Okay, confirm that there, and boom. Okay, our coin is on the market. All right, we've got our estimated value here, so we can see we're starting off at 24.24. Okay, that's our starting SOL right there, 0.3. Now we're going to click the lightning bolt. What the lightning bolt does is our secret weapon. It's the special source. This will boost our token. This will kick it up to the top of the charts so everybody can see it. Now, there's an additional cost of 0.25 SOL. Okay, we're going to put that through. All right, and we are just going to confirm that because this is the way that we are going to guarantee our money. Okay, so make sure you hit confirm on that, and our coin is now boosted. Okay, so remember that value, 24.24. We're going to see this skyrocket to ridiculous numbers. Let's have a look on Deck Screener. Okay, so I'll click on Deck Screener here. Let's have a look. So already we have got a bunch of buyers and sellers. That is the result of using that boost. Okay, it has kicked it up to the top of the chart. So not only are we copying a trending coin, we're also artificially boosting our numbers. Let's take a look. Speaking of numbers, okay, our market cap's at 1.3k already, as we've only been here a few seconds. Okay, our volume's at 15.5k. Look at the amount of traders. We're already at 186 traders, nearly 200 traders already. 200, there we go. 200 people are looking at this coin already. The liquidity is going up and up and up. That is 1.8k. I mean, it's jumping around a bit, but that's just because this coin is busy. Now, already, we have basically put ourselves in a position where we can make some serious money, but I'm just going to let this run for a little bit, okay? And we'll see what else happens to this coin. Again, look at that volume just skyrocketing. That is incredible. Look at it go. I mean, I wish my computer would refresh more. Anyway, I've let that run for a few minutes now, and let's refresh. And there we go. Our estimated value. Remember, we were 24.24. We're now at 1.35k. Okay, that is a ridiculous jump. And that's our estimated value. Look at the pooled SOL. We started at 0.3. We've now got 16. So hit the minus button. Remove 100% of that liquidity. You want to hit confirm on this transaction because that's what gets you the moolah. And then just as easy as that. There we go. Okay, liquidity has been removed. That money has gone into our wallet. Let's take a look. Okay, guys, we started at 120. We have got 1,379. We have nearly 10x'd our coin. Now, if you want a chance to win 50% of the winnings from this video, like, subscribe, and leave a comment.